Hello, my name is Jamie Hood and I'm a conservator. As a conservator, my role involves caring for the collection. My colleagues and I monitor the condition of the collection and then carry out actions or treatments to ensure the collection is preserved for future generations. It's a fascinating role. It allows you to get very close to the objects and in some instances see in minute detail how these objects were made, how they were used, and sadly as well in some cases how they deteriorated over time. I helped create the Field of Cloth of Gold exhibition by assessing the condition of the objects that were selected by the curators for the displays. My colleagues and I then carried out treatments to ensure these objects looked at their best. The most difficult thing I had to do was probably to remove corrosion from decoration on the saw blade. The decoration had been applied with small tools, including punches and an engraving tool, but after over 500 years was not as clear as it once was. To ensure this small but enigmatic feature was visible by the naked eye for the display, I used small tools, including the tip of a scalpel, to remove the corrosion under a microscope over the course of several hours. The best or most interesting thing I did was probably to discover some previously unnoticed marks or stamps on the inside of a cowter. Cowter being the plate to protect the elbow of the vambrace, vambrace being a term to describe the full arm defence. These marks were just about visible by the naked eye, but by using small tools and solvents and by removing corrosion and some dirt under magnification, it was possible to emphasise these marks a bit more. Once cleaned, it was possible to see that the marks, the shape of the stamp was a crescent, and there were 3 applied to the inside of the right cowter and 2 to the inside of the cowter on the left vambrace. We're not entirely sure what these marks mean. They could relate to the maker or the workshop in which the components were made, or possibly to the craftsman who put the components together. I guess what the exhibition has allowed us to do is spend a bit more time looking at these objects and has allowed us to discover this new feature which can then lead us onto a new path of research. When the exhibition opens, I advise you to go and look at both the objects I've mentioned today, the sword and the vambraces. They are by no means the star objects of the exhibition, but they're both interesting in their own right. The maker of the sword was clearly proud enough of his work to ensure it was decorated and to add an inscription. And while the marks on the inside of the cowter of the vambraces aren't visible on display, unfortunately, do take a look at how the metal has been worked and formed, so it closely fits to the shape of the body. Also look at how the plates were articulated. In my mind, at least, the vambraces are an incredible piece of metalwork. Thank you very much for watching this film. I hope you've enjoyed it. Next up on this series is my colleague Rebecca Hayton, who is the museum's preventive conservator. If you have any questions for Becky about her job or the work she does, please put the comments in the comments box below and she'll answer them for you. Once again, many thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the exhibition.